friends, welcome to this edition of Crazy Critters, and today we are talking about our leopard geckos. Leopard geckos originated in the deserts of Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iran, so they like that warmer weather. They are reptiles, a form of lizard, and their scientific name is Eublepharis macularius. These guys can live to be around 20 years old, and they grow anywhere from about 8 to 10 inches long, okay? This is our friend Blue, and she is about a year old now. Her birthday is this month in June, and I'm gonna bring her a little bit closer so you can just see her beautiful patterns. These guys are really fun lizards to have as pets. They're easy to take care of. They don't need a whole lot. And just holding them a few minutes a day makes them a pretty awesome pet. Okay? Know that reptiles like lizards and some snakes, their gender is determined by the heat that their eggs were incubated. So I had a friend who actually raised her, and we know that the warmer temperature indicates a female and the cooler temperature indicates a male. So this one had a little bit hotter temperature, and meaning she is a girl. Something else that's kind of cool is they do not have sticky feet. Can you see her cute little feet? Like other geckos, so they cannot climb walls. And they do have eyelids. So they can close their eyes, and sometimes they will close them if I go in there and want to mess with her. And she's like, nope, you're not messing with. Oh, there she goes. She blinked. So cute, huh? These guys are nocturnal, which means they're most active at night and they sleep during the day. However, if I've got food, they will come right on out. And you see that little hole there on the side? That is her ear. So she doesn't have like an ear on the outside. She just has kind of an opening, okay? Really cool adaptation, I'll show you a picture in a minute, is that these guys shed their skin. That's not the cool part. That's a part that shows that they are growing. The cool part is that they eat their shed. I know it sounds gross, but it's kind of like you taking a multivitamin. It's filled with lots of vitamins and nutrients that are good for the gecko to help her grow. So they eat that. But the other thing that is really cool about that eating of the shed is that it helps her to hide from predators. So if she sheds and leaves the skin, then a bigger lizard, snake, or bird has some evidence to track her down. But because she, look at that face, because she eats her shed, there's no evidence for another animal or predator to eat her, okay? So while she is a predator and she hunts her food, she's also prey to larger things like snakes, lizards, and birds. Something I hardly ever see is when our geckos start to shed their skin. Today, Blue was a little bit grumpy. Oh, she's going away. But you can see that her skin is starting to shed right off. Okay, here is our next little gecko. And this one we affectionately refer to as Cheeto in here. And Cheeto came to us from a student who graciously donated her 2 baby geckos, and we are having fun getting to know these guys. For geckos, there's a couple really cool things. Number one, this beautiful tail. And if you remember, poor Scooby got attacked by a cat, so he's kind of got a nub. He doesn't have that beautiful tail there. Geckos communicate with their tail. They can let other animals know, other geckos know that they're excited. It might signal that they're anxious or scared, and they will rattle it when they are hunting. So sometimes if you see them eat, they will rattle that little tail up in the air right before they strike at their cricket or mealworm, etc. I think that's pretty cool. They say that geckos can make a loud noise, although even with 4 geckos in the keep room, I have never heard them make any kind of noise. And we know that we can tell these animals apart by their morph. That's the genetic mutation that affects their patterns and their colors. Most of your geckos are considered normal if they are yellow with spots, but there can be over 100 different colors and morphs. But the main 6 ways that they differ is their pattern. So what kind of pattern do they have? Here you can see she's got some bigger spots and some smaller spots. The colors, are they all white? Are they all yellow like our friend Scooby? Do they have some spots, a lot of spots? Blue, our other gecko, her mom was all white with black spots, okay? Don't you even think I'm food, because I'm not. You can tell them by their eyes. Some have dark black eyes. Oh, she's decided she's getting down, so let's just put her down there. Where are you going, little girl? I'm gonna keep her safe here. There we go. She's like, I am out of here, folks. This is what they do. You can also tell them by their size. A super giant, I'm gonna show you the picture right now, can be over a foot long. Wow. You can tell by their spots. Do they have lots of spots or not very many spots at all? And by their stripes. You can see she doesn't really have too many stripes. Her tail is a little bit striped, but not really. And she's starting to waggle her tail, which means she is a little bit upset at me. See that? So I think it's time to put this little girl away. Well, that's it for this episode. Please like this video and share it with your friends. And boys and girls, I want to remind you, don't just run out and get a gecko today. Make sure that you are ready for the commitment to handle and care and even feed them live food, because it can be a little gross for some people. But you can always stop by the Keep Room and check out our geckos. I'll see you next time.